Hello everybody, this is Chromes018. Is this gonna do it? Okay, good. Anyway, this is going to be my thoughts on The Loud House Episode 2, episodes Heavy Meddle and Making the Case. First off, Heavy Meddle. This episode, Lincoln has a bit of a bully problem. Someone messes with him and everybody starts to take pictures and videos and stuff. And Lincoln doesn't do the smart thing or tell a teacher or the principal about it. Because, like I said, if he did the smart thing, then it wouldn't be an episode. Now, would it? Anyway, yeah, he ends up going home, and after apparently telling the bully to meet him at his house at 3:30, which normally means a showdown, because usually when you tell someone who's messing with you to meet you somewhere at a certain time to settle things, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be a fight. Unless you're adults, in which case, hopefully there's talking. And Clyde mentioned, I think, getting his sisters involved, and Lincoln said, no, do not do that, because every time something happens, they meddle. Like the example they showed is him getting sick with like a fever or something. And everybody was just doing stuff and not helping, like bandaging him up. I mean, that's not going to help him feel better. That would only work if he was had an injury, like a cut on his hand or something. And they didn't make it any better when Lori, I think it was Lori, spilled the soup where the sun don't shine. That probably was very bad. So, yeah, he ended up getting another insult stuck to his head, lame-o, with gum. And normally, when it comes to gum in your hair, either you try and pull it out, or worst case, you have to cut it out and essentially get a haircut if it's bad enough. And Lincoln essentially tries everything he can to keep from, letting the girls find out that he's got a bully problem, because they will get involved and make it worse. And there's no peanut butter, and actually he mentioned the very same thing I was thinking of when I saw it in there and it was open and empty. I was like, who leaves a jar of an empty container back in the back of the cabinet or back in the fridge or freezer? That's cruel. Because you're giving essentially someone the idea that, oh, there's food here, and they open it up, and there's nothing in there. Yeah, that's cruel. Anyway, he has to resort to cutting it out, and he has to essentially hide from everybody, just about. And yeah, dang it, I can't remember all his sisters' names. You guys are gonna have to remind me. But the smart girl with the slight lisp, she's the one that figured it out, because she knows he's not stupid enough to intentionally stick gum in his hair. So, yeah. And at first we think that she's not going to say anything, but no, she says that she doesn't have room in her brain for it, so she gets rid of the secret by telling somebody. And, well, all the girls know. And they all try give different suggestions on what he could do to stop the bully. The youngest one, the one I think that has either the youngest one that has tea parties, or the one that's in the beauty pageants, I can't remember. The Little Miss Cutie Cat pageants, whatever. She actually makes a suggestion of going to talk to the principal. And that's the only smart one. The only smart suggestion that I've heard when it comes to dealing with a bully. And we actually find out it's not a guy. It's a girl that's bullying him. And all the girls automatically assume that because the girl bullying him, she likes him. Because apparently, I don't know if that's a stereotype or if that's just how girls are when they're young and they like somebody. I think it's a stereotype. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's a stereotype that if a girl likes a guy and she's little, like preteen, or a child, she'll show it by picking on the guy. I think it's a stereotype because I don't remember doing that. Never mind, I'm a bad example. I really wasn't interested in dating until probably high school, so yeah. Or interested in guys in general until high school. But again, I always read romance novels, so yeah. Anyway, all the girls start giving him suggestions on how, oh, you need to give her a piece of your heart, and you need to kiss her, and blah 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 blah. And Lincoln storms off, claiming that he's not going to do that, but then he starts thinking about it, and he actually takes her advice and goes to kiss her. And he walks out, we hear him kiss her, and like I thought, I actually said this as he was walking out, she's going to punch you. And she punches him, giving him a black eye. And the girls apologize because they thought they were wrong. And we actually, as Lincoln goes back into his room, I think, a rock is thrown through it with the girl's number on it. And she has a mistake for his eye. I'm like, that actually worked. Actually, I was about to say her response to the kiss, that was realistic, because you don't just walk up to someone and randomly kiss them and not expect to get either a punch to the face, a kick to the leg, or a kick where the sun don't shine. Or a slap to the face, if it's the other way around, but still. Yeah, you don't do that and not expect some kind of repercussion for it. And we never even found out the girl's name. I don't think it was Christine is the one he was crushing on. We find out the next episode of this, or next part of this episode, is what we find out. Anyway, that was Heavy Metal. They didn't go about the bully thing the wrong way, or the right way. They should have he should have gone to the principal, or talked to the teacher, or, worst case, they don't listen, talk to his parents. Because they could have gotten to the bottom of this and found out if she actually did like him, they could have found that out without him getting punched. And they could have avoided his sisters getting involved because he talked to the principal or the teacher. I don't think they would have found out, unless they got the parents involved, in which case they might find out. But yeah, that's my whole thing with this episode. Or that part of the episode. Anyway, next episode is Making the Case. It's showing, I think the title Making the Case is based off of the fact that it's a trophy case and he's trying to get his own trophy in the case. But yeah, everyone in the family essentially has trophies. I think everybody in the family does except for the baby. And except for Lincoln. He wants to get a trophy in the case, and the next trophy that he could possibly earn is apparently making the best video, and he obviously wants to get it, which I don't blame him. And he tries different things actually, I think he tries one thing to get the votes that he needs to win, and he tries a stunt involving, I think, Mentos and cola, jumping into a pool of cola with Mentos, I guess. I think that's what it was. And no votes. And apparently, someone leaves him a comment on it telling him to go and check out his sister's comedy channel. And they go talk to her, and she tells them to always keep the camera, Unspoken Role is to keep the camera going at all times, because you never know when you're going to strike comedy gold, essentially. And I can understand that, but wouldn't you need a battery charger if you're using that kind of camera? And we actually find out something before the episode's over, the Unspoken Role. And she essentially filmed Clyde picking his nose, and he gets mad about it. She says, "Oh no, I'm not going to post anything without your permission first." That's the Unspoken Rule. Never post something without the other's permission. Because, well, if Lincoln had listened to this, he wouldn't have ended up in the situation he's in later. And he tries to do as his sister said. I don't remember what. You guys are going to have to remind me of all the girls' names. But he doesn't find anything. until he starts filming his sisters. I know they're embarrassing stuff, which I don't get why Lori's embarrassed about her tooting. I mean, everybody poots. Even the hot girls. I mean, there's nothing embarrassing about it. Now, if she was constantly doing it, then I can understand being a little bit embarrassed. But there was only like 4 times that was shown in the video he made. But yeah, he goes around filming everybody doing their embarrassing stuff, and he doesn't think twice about uploading it. And he gets the votes he needs, but he finds out that he embarrassed sisters when everybody starts talking about it, and the girls somehow end up finding out about it. And they're obviously ticked at him. And Lucy, the goth sister, essentially went as far as saying, I have no brother. I know I've said it before, but I actually mean it this time. Forever. And, no, his sister with the tea party said forever. But yeah, everybody essentially is ticked at him. And he tries to figure out how to make this up to them, and he does by making an embarrassing video of himself. And it does not actually win the contest, obviously, because he deleted the first one, and then uploaded the embarrassing one of himself, but it doesn't get the votes, and he doesn't win the trophy. But this ends up making it up for the girls, because they say it's apparently worse. And they give him the Most Improved Brother trophy, and he puts it in the case. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, this whole situation could have been avoided if he had asked the girls if he could post that stuff, or if he could post videos about them, and gotten their approval first before he did that. Because obviously, I'm sure Lori wouldn't have liked him uploading the videos of her tooting. Even though, like I said, it was only 4 times she probably tooted in that video. So, I don't get what she's so upset about. Because, like I said, tooting is normal. Anyway, that's about all I have to say on this episode. If you guys have anything else you want to add to this episode, or this video, feel free to do so. And I will see everybody next time. And if you like this, actually, feel free to check out my second channel if you haven't already. And if there's something on there you like, subscribe there too. And if you subscribe on here for the Loud House content, make sure you get the notification bell so that way you know when I upload stuff. And I will see everybody next time.